Ada for agreeing with my parents that speeding is not a good first impression. I am 17 male and currently live with both of my parents. My girlfriend is also 17 and lives with her mom as her parents have split. Her mom had a new boyfriend that we'll call Joe, who I believe I get along with even though I do at times consider some things he says too strange. Just yesterday my girlfriend asked me if I would like to go with her mom and Joe to her grandparents to see their new property. I said yes, of course I'll ask my parents, as it would be 30-ish minutes away along an interstate and I asked my parents to go places. In the middle of asking, the new boyfriend Joe and her mom show up at her door ready to get me without me telling my girlfriend whether they said yes or no, which at the time was a yes with some rules, but it had been a no. This is my parents' first time meeting Joe, and they said he seemed nice and didn't have a problem with him. Joe is the designated driver as we are all in our truck, and on the interstate to go to where we needed to the speed limit was 70 or 75, I'm not exactly sure as it changes throughout. The issue is that Joe at one point went 98 miles per hour to see if he could go as fast as a Corvette speeding down the interstate at a much higher speed. Were we safe? Yes, and Joe is a good driver. But on my return home my parents said he seems nice and we have zero problems with him, we just believe that going 28 miles per hour or basically 100 miles per hour on the interstate was reckless and we don't want anything bad to happen to me because they worry about my safety. I told my girlfriend what they said, and she seemed upset and mad at them, stating that they speed too. Yes, they speed, I speed, she speeds, but speeding is a vast like vacuum I'd how to explain. There's a difference EW between them going 80 in a 70 or 75 rather than going 100 miles per hour. I tried to explain to her that it's not that they don't like him or are trying to find reasons to not like him or something like that, which they said themselves, they just believed that that was reckless. My girlfriend's response was that my parents think they're so high and better than everyone else and that they can speed and do whatever they want but no one else can. At that point I was trying to explain their thought process, and that it wouldn't have been an issue if he was going 80 or 85 not 100. But at that point she had her belief of it, so there is no convincing, but she seemed upset at me for acting weird, which I assume was for agreeing with my parents. To put in context for her POV, she believes my mom does not like her, and that this was an attack or diss to make it so I can't see her, which I don't believe it to be at all. So, Ada for siding with my parents by thinking 98 miles per hour is not a good first impression.